Hey, what's going on, guys? PvP and Chili here, and we're going to talk about the Breda 501, clearly, as the title dictates. The Breda 501 is a fun tank. I don't know why I said it like that, don't ask me, okay? But the Breda 501 is a very fun glass cannon type vehicle. I mean, you see that little hatch with all the venting on it? That's where the engine and all the ammo is stored. That's why it's a glass cannon. Also, it can be hull broken, so that has to be taken into account, which sucks. I hate tanks that get hull broken, but this tank is an exception. It's fun. It's a fun, good tank, or really car. Also, sometimes you're gonna have to aim a little bit higher than you think, as well as the gun rocks the hell out of this armored car. Seriously. As well as it's not hard to get high kill games, and it's at a good BR, 4.0. You see things as high as, I don't know, Panzer 470? Yeah, Panzer 470. You can see Panzer 470s. As well as you can see something as low as 3.0 BR. Now, this thing is, again, glass cannon, can be killed by anything. So you're going to want to be careful. You're going to want to use stealth to your advantage. Now, the Breda 501 has 30 millimeters on the turret and 30 on the hull, and I think like 15 on the sides, and like 5 to 15 in the rear. It is not a well-armored car per se. I mean, also the whole top of the tank's a freaking convertible. I mean, great for hot days, but bad for keeping people alive in the middle of a war. But that's why I say glass cannon. Play it like a glass cannon. The average speed for me is around 30 to 60 kilometers an hour. Depends on what terrain you're on. If you're on terrain like this, you need a lot to be able to hit 40 kilometers, but you can get there eventually. Now, I'm waiting here for the KB1 to show up that you guys saw, like, I don't know, 40 seconds ago in the video. So here, I'm listening out for it. I can hear it. I know it's really close by. I would play the audio, but I was also playing music, and I was coughing a lot, and I was just making a bunch of noise that, well, I didn't want in the video. I saw that the guy was not looking at me, so I took advantage of it. I think that guy was like the SU-57 respawn, because he was coming up that hill. It was almost like he was coming right for me. So, I waited, and I struck when the time was right. Now, you might think I'm spawn camping, but if you pay attention, I don't shoot anybody who's in the spawn. He's not in the spawn. Well, another reason why I didn't shoot anybody in the spawn. Actually, I killed one guy who's in the spawn. Also, this guy, poor guy. And then, wait for it, this guy, I mean, at this point, he sucks so much. Like, how do you not see your teammate explode in front of you by a giant armored car right next to him? It's fine. Like, I don't know what happened here. And then I do this. It's like, how do I mess it up? You're probably wondering how we got here. I suck. Like, he's unintentionally just perfectly avoiding me. Just perfectly avoiding me. And at this point, I'm like, oh my god, I suck. He sucks. We both suck. I finally get a hit on him that does something. And now he's like, okay, something's actually happening. And at this point, it's gone. He's dead. He doesn't know what's going on anymore. But I'm like, what the hell? We both suck a lot. And I see that ZSU over there in their sort of spawn. And I'm like, do I take it out? I'm gonna take it out. And I get the most perfect hull break shot on it. Check it out. Oh, it's a ZIS 43. But either way, I destroy his gun. And that's probably about as close to spawn sniping. I get. I mean, my team has a camp. Okay, we're gonna spawn push eventually. And I see that KB1. I'm like, ah! And I miss my chance to get it. Don't worry, chance will come back. Let's see what else. Be careful on hitting things really hard because the wheels can break and they will stop spinning, and that will greatly affect your mobility. But if you don't like lose a wheel or anything, mobility and everything will be great. I mean, this thing is basically stock. I only have the tires on it, so it's still a work in progress, but just assume it's gonna go 1.5 times faster or so. And then that BT7 or BT5, BT7, one of those two, that was a respawn, and he was coming for me. And so, I mean, I had to take him out, and I get that KB1. Finally, he shows his pretty little face, and I take it off. What a cute little KB1. I swear to God, KB1s can be really annoying, but I love KB1s. But now we're on like 6, 7 kills, and or was that an ace? Yeah, I think that was 6 kills in. That made Mark, or yeah, kill 6. And in this video, I'm gonna get 2 aces fairly easily. But at this point, I'm now searching for other targets, leaving the spawn or trying to get to the cap. And I can't see anybody. Can't see anybody. I'm just waiting at this point. And eventually, I'm going to get another target. And I'm going to destroy him a lot better than I did the last targets. But I'm just sitting here watching the battle closely. And also wondering, should I move a little bit more north on the map? Because you see, I look there. I'm like, should I? But I decide not to, because these bushes right here are really good cover. And soon a target's going to be spotted right next to me. And well, you know how that's going to go. It's either going to go great or terribly. I mean, there's only 2 ways. But do I recommend the Breda 501? Hell yes. The 90mm gun on it is amazing. Right now I'm just using the stock shell, which is like 131 millimeters of pin, which, let's see, how many things have I had to 2-shot in here? None. I mean, if it pins at the right angle, which is not hard to get. Like, okay, here you see me about to murder this T-34. Man, these bushes really do a great job at hiding me from the enemy and the enemy from me. But eventually, I find him, I spot him, and I go for the kill shot. And the kill shot is taken and executed properly. But yeah, the Breda 501. Stock shell, fantastic. Upgraded shell, haven't used on this, but I have used the upgraded shell on the 90, the tank destroyer that you get before this. The 90, 54, 51, something like that. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. And here, the game ends, we win, blah blah blah. It was great. And now, in the next game, we're on Italy. And so, I take advantage of my tank speed in a downhill. And on partially paved roads. Also driving through concrete barriers, slash fences, slash walls. Does not help with the speed thing, it doesn't. But this thing does have good speed on maps like this. Flat terrain, roads, that's a sweet spot for this tank. Or if you can get a downhill, that's another sweet spot for this tank. Going up hills for this, though, not a sweet spot. So, we're coming up on the A cap. I'm ready to blow some away. I'm excited. This game is the first game where I get an ace. The last game was better gameplay than this. But this thing is an ambush striker or glass cannon, however you want to do it. I mean, they both work the same way. You ambush something with this thing. So I'm just chilling here, capping, and Sherman next to me gets hit very soon. I don't know if you could see it. Yeah, right there. KV-1. Doesn't last very long against this gun. Just absolute monster of a gun. Like, I love this thing. And then I look back over there, and I see something down the road, and I'm like, is that a tank? Let's find out. Was a tank. Poor guy. And then I get strafed by a plane. So I then have to decide, apologies, I am adjusting into a comfier position in my chair where I'm relaxing. And I'm comfortable, dog. I am just super comfortable. So Artie's coming in. You don't want to be around Artie with an open top tank destroyer. That's just, no, you don't. That's never a good combination. So, I move out, and it's slow. It is slow at first. And eventually, to avoid this plane, I'm going to duck into an alley. And so, plane's gone. I'm safe. Everything's better now. And I'm going to go into this alley, and I'm going to find a nice spot. And I'm going to sit here for about a minute, because I'm texting. But you're not going to see that. You're going to see me sitting here, waiting to ambush whatever is on Alpha. And I hear the tank, I think. Yeah, I think I hear the tank. Yep, I hear the tank. I choke. He didn't notice. Fantastic. So I'm going to peep around the corner and get him. Because who wouldn't do that? And that was a great shot. And my cat is coming over to visit and cuddle waddle with me. Hey, precious. Ow, that's my bladder you're stepping on. We all love our animals. They do wacky, funky things. We love them. And so I hear another tank right here, around this area. And I'm like, okay, where are you? When are you going to come out? Because you think you got the advantage on me. Alright, Chief? You think you got me. Let's see if you pop out. Show your face. I dare you. I dare you to show my face. Show your face for my 90 mil. So he doesn't. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get him. Bam. He wasn't even ready. Like, this thing is a gem for Italy at tier 3. It is absolutely wonderful. So, I'm gonna tap the cap, wait for something. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm gonna go hunt for my 5th kill to get the ace, because I really wanted that ace. Also, apologies for the weird breathing. When I am in my zone, I breathe weirdly. It is special. But I know that there's a T-34, 57 over here towards my north spawn killing my teammates. So, I'm going to eradicate the pest. I'm going to eradicate him very well with my 90 mil. I spot him. There. Also, I don't know how this thing doesn't have spotting abilities. It'd be great if it did. Because it's open-topped, tank destroyer armored car. Think of it like an AH-57, but a lot bigger. With a way better gun. And so I readjust so I can get a good shot. I angle, and aim, and ace. Okay, not an ace. But practically, I've aced it. Cannon breach and everything. Gone. And there we go. Whew. So, now I'm going to move back to the A-cap. And there's tanks around. And I have to properly, like, I have to play this properly, okay? There's an anti-air truck somewhere out there killing things. There's a cat that just leaped between my legs onto my bed. Okay, that scared me. I was not expecting that. Punk. You ever have your cat just scare you? Oh yeah, I'm gonna come to the cap as well, and there's gonna be a bloody plane. And well, I mean the dude in the plane's an idiot. By the way, the review is pretty much over. My opinion on the vehicle is it's fantastic. It's a glass cannon though. Its breech can be taken out by 50 cals, 7.92s, you know, because it's an exposed breech. But yeah, the plane's coming for me. He's not exactly happy about my choices in life, i.e. me killing him while he's spawn camping. I had one job. Kill me. I'm still alive. So now I sit here and repair for 26 seconds while he continues to strafe me. Spoiler, he fails to kill me. Don't know how, but he fails. Is somebody really using a... I have so many questions on everything. So now we're gonna move out, we're gonna go to a safe spot, and we're going to camp A so we can protect it. And that's exactly how it goes. BTR is gonna get me. Yeah.